What's going on, everybody? Mr. TechBot here. The channel where if it has an on switch, if it has lights, it makes sounds, it enhances our life in any way. I want to check it out. I want to try it out, and I want to see how it works. Now, for today, what I have for you is something that I use almost on a daily basis. Something that I've told people that I recommend that this is almost probably one of the best products I've ever purchased, especially for a high dollar product. Now, what I have for you today is an Apple AirPods. Now, again, as I've said in past channels, I'm a big Apple person. So, of course, I was, want to check them out firsthand. So, what I ended up doing, what ended up selling them for me is I actually was in an Apple store one day, and I was looking at them. The guy goes, you know what, hey, if you're not sure about them, check them out. So he actually brought out a pair and let me put them in my ears and even let him hook them up to my phone. And the moment I started hearing, I felt how comfortable they were. I started hearing the good music coming out of it. The sound is great. I was sold. I bought some instantly right there without a question. And I've been using them ever since. They're good quality headphones, and over time I've grown to a point where I can't stand wires hanging down in front of me, or even those headphones that the wires are in the back, or even those ones that I think the LG's got a pair where you kind of sit them on your shoulders and it's wires. They're bothering me. They I can feel them on my movement on my neck, and it starts to irritate me. And so that's where these come into. The headphone itself is probably not the most attractive headphone, and that's probably the only thing that's ever really had against it. They look just like the regular Apple headphones, just without the wire. They've got sensors in them to where if you double tap it, you can set it to turn the music on or off. You can set it, have Siri, command come up. You can have it go to the next track. I think there's a couple other commands. It's got a sensor that if you take it out of your, if you're listening to music and you take one out of your ear, it'll automatically stop the music. So that way, because it senses that it's not there anymore. It's got the microphone in it, so you can use it as a Bluetooth. So it's got a lot going for it. Now the case isn't a normal everyday case. It actually is the way you charge up your headphones. So you plug in a normal connection on the inside, and it starts charging it. Now what that does is when you charge it, it basically charges the case. The headphones, you can use it. You can be using them, and you can have your case charging at the same time. But when you put your headphones in is when it starts charging. Now, the great part about this is the headphones charge very, very, very quick. I've had times where I've been listening to music, and the sound, all of a sudden that little buzzer comes in saying my battery's low. I'll put this thing in for probably about maybe 5 minutes, sometimes not even that, because I'm kind of impatient when I want my music back. But it charges super fast. It'll go from a dead headphone to a full headphone in probably like about 5 minutes. So or less. The headphones charge very quick. Now the case itself doesn't charge extremely fast. You want to put that on to charge. Usually I just, if I'm at my desk, I set the case on there to charge, and you're good to go. It holds a charge for quite a while. I've used it almost every day, and I'll go maybe 3 or 4 days without even charging the case. So it holds a charge quite well. Quick charging. It has custom tapping features. The other great part is it is super fast to set up. The moment you hold down, I don't know if you can see it, but the moment you hold down that little button, your iPhone is just going to pick it up right away. It's going to sense it. It's going to know it's there. You hit it to connect, and you're ready to go. So within 5 seconds of turning these on, you're already using them. So there's not a whole big process of getting them connected. Now, the biggest thing I've heard, other than the look of them, that I get from a lot of people that have asked me about them is, can you work out with these? Now, I'm not an Apple employee. I haven't done their testing. Now, the headphones themselves are not classified as sweat proof. They're not classified as waterproof. So do that at your own discretion. But for me, I have used them. I've used them working out. I've used them running. Now, of course, you look at me and go, man, that guy hasn't worked out in a while, which you are right. But I have, mind you, I've had these for a while, but I have worked out with them. I have run. I've had run for long periods of times, believe it or not. And I've used these because, again, I don't like the wires. And they still work like a champ. I don't have any problems with them. For me, they do not move at all. I've had, used them with lots of different, jumping around or whatever I'm doing for working out. Never had them move, never had them fall out of my ears ever. Now, the biggest thing I think with the movement of them, from what I've been able to put together, is it really depends on person to person. Depends on what type of ears you have. I mean, if you've got larger ears with larger ear canals that these are just too small to fit into, maybe they're going to move around. It all depends on what you have. For me, they fit. They just fit comfortably in there. They don't move. They don't do anything. So, as far as the movement thing goes, that's really a person-on-person, basis. And what I would recommend, if you're that type of person that you're not sure, go to the Apple store. Ask them to try on their AirPods. They will let you try them on, check them out, make your best decision from there. When we talk about the price, I did say they were, a little bit more expensive, because I've talked mainly a lot of times about budget-friendly items on this channel. And that's not always going to be the case. If I find it, a very expensive thing, especially like I said, I'm a big Apple person, so I do spend money on Apple products. But these run, now this is Series 1. They did release a Series 2 not that long ago, but the Series 1, I bought these for about $150. The Series 2, I believe right now go for $200. Really, from what I understand, the only difference between the Series 1 and the Series 2 is the case itself. The case itself has a wireless charging element to it, so that way you don't have to worry about plugging into the bottom. You can just put it on wireless charging and you're good to go. Now, if you already have the Series 1 headphones, you can go to Apple and buy the case itself. The case itself, I believe, runs for $100, and that way, you don't have to worry about buying the extra headphones. You save yourself $100. I have come across, as I have found some third-party companies that are, maybe making it easier on the wireless charging point. I did come across these recently. They are the Qi wireless charging case for AirPods. As you can see, it looks just like an AirPod, just larger. And what happens is it's got a little plug on the inside, and you just take your AirPods, you slip them on in. It's got kind of a silicone inside. So you slip them in, it goes right in the plug. It's form fitted for it. Again, the top is like a silicone, protective covering, and you just slide that right on top. It form fits to the top. You hold it, and now that's your whole AirPods. It's got a good. If anything, if I had one, thing I didn't really like is normally your AirPods, the case will set up just like that. This has, a little bit of a hinge on the back, which the extra hinge is nice, but it kind of makes your cover flop over, so it makes it a little bit more difficult maybe to get your AirPods out. That's really talking minor things. So basically, once you had those in there, you would set this on a wireless charger. That light would then go green, and you got a wireless charging. Now, what I said was you could go and buy the extra case just for $100 when you can get this for $20. $20 on Amazon. I thought was a great deal to check out, and it was worth checking out. And so far, I like it. It charges up great, charges up quick. Don't really have any problems. I just put on my wireless charger, and it just starts going. And the nice part too, even though it does make your AirPods kind of bulky, to me, it's kind of like a nice protective case around it. The case itself was kind of, good protective case for your headphones, but this will protect the whole AirPod case very nicely, with the silicone gel on in there and everything like that. So, I recommend it, for $20, but again, if you want to have that actual Apple case, you want that sleeker case, hey, go out and spend $100, get the extra case, or spend the $200 and get a whole new set. It's really up to you what you guys want to do, but I like to give you guys different options and show you guys what I've found and what works. If you like any of these products below, I've put links to all the products that I have. I've also, put links to, my Facebook page. You can find me. You can ask me questions. You keep on there. Anytime I find deals throughout the week, I do post links to them on my Facebook page. So go ahead and check me out there. Also, if there's if you have any more questions upon these products that I didn't touch upon that you want to know more about, please comment down below. I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. If this is a channel that you like, please hit that subscription button so that way you guys can get the most up-to-date videos that come out. I try to put out about 2 a week. I try. Sometimes, it was Father's Day this weekend, so I was only able to get one out. But I try to put out videos at least every week with something out there that I find, I come across, I enjoy, and I try to pass along that information. So again, hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button on this video if this did help you out. That's all I have for you. Again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and always down in the comments, let me know what it is that you guys like to tech. Have a good one.